par 5 is where we find our own Johnson Wagner. And Wags, gorgeous night here in Charlotte, eventful day. And what do you have for us, the 15th?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the Alex Noren bunker shot. I'm also going to hit the Scotty Scheffler pitch shot. And like you said, Rich, he seemingly finds himself in the right spot time and time again. Just rarely puts himself in a position where he can't get it up and down. So we're short right here of the 15th. And this is not as easy as Scotty made it look. Now, granted, he's on a little bit of an upslope, and it was a touch back up into the wind. But when I come up and look at this green, he's got about 2.5 paces of green to work with right here where it's into the grain, where he can rely on it taking one nice bounce with spin. And then as soon as it gets over this crest right here, it's straight downhill, down grain, breaking hard right to left. We saw Siwoo Kim in the same group from a better angle chip it, and it almost went off the front of the green. We also saw Bryson DeChambeau make a nice up and down out of that bunker before the green mile bit him. All right, and if for some reason you don't catch it quite right and it stays in the fringe, it could come all the way back to your feet. So this shot, while Scotty made it look basic, it is anything but. And the key with this is making really good contact, because if you don't, it's not going to come out with spin, and it's going to have a chance to either go off the other side of the green into the bunker or catch the false left and roll some 30, 40 yards off the front of the green. Now, Paulie, I did hit a couple practice shots cross-handed away from the green, so if this one doesn't work out, I may try that for you tonight, since I didn't have that ball on me last night. But these fairways, this Tahoma apron grass is dried out. You do not need to be worried about chunking this shot. So I'm going to be nice and aggressive, try to play it into the upslope with just a little bit of check spin. Chunked it a little bit, landed it in the right spot, and watch this ball go by. So I hit that in the exact right spot, but it's going to go some 10, 12 feet by the hole because I didn't clip it well enough. That just shows you the quality of strike that Scotty Scheffler had on that one. Now, as we work over here to Alex Noren, I'm not sure how he was there in 3. This tee shot was playing kind of tough with the crosswind. I have to move this ball out of my way. I wanted to show you all this because I thought this was going to be more of an issue today. Watch this false front here on the front left of 15. Watch how far this ball goes off the screen. We didn't see any of the leaders contend with this. They were all either in that bunker, up into this left bunker, or way on the right-hand side. But that shot right there, as it rolls up against the collar of the second cut of rough, that shot right there gives me the willies. So yeah, that's about 8 feet. Not too bad for me. And so Alex Noren was playing with Davis Riley. Davis Riley was in this bunker in 2, Alex Noren in 3. Alex played first, hold it out for a birdie. Davis Riley would get it up and down for a birdie. And Matthew Pavon from just left of this bunker hit a wonderful flop shot and ended up making birdie as well. So the challenge with this is you want to get really cute, and you need to put a lot of spin on this. What makes it a little bit easier is that spine we just talked about acts as a little buffer. But if you don't catch it right and it comes out short, it can find that false left and end up off the green. But giving myself a good lie here. When I try to get a lot of spin on a short bunker shot, sometimes I open up the club face on the way back, which just adds loft and allows the ball to come out higher and shorter. So I'm going to try that here. Stay left. Ooh, the sand is so good out here. Keith Wood and their team have been working, and they have finally been given a nice weekend of good weather. I guess those shots on 15 weren't as hard as I thought they were when I was watching the coverage today, Rich.
He's feeling pretty good about his game right now.
Okay, Wags, let's have it. We talked about it last night. You didn't want to do it live on air without a bit of practice. I play a lot of pro-ams and with a lot of my friends and amateurs down where I live in Windsor, Florida, and chipping is the most difficult thing that amateurs find. And there's so many different ways to do it. Some people chip left-handed. You know, there's all different kinds of ways to do it. Now, Matt Fitzpatrick, we spoke about it last night, chips right hand over left. And it's a drill that Pete Cowan, his coach, used and gave him a number of years ago. And he liked the drill so much, he ended up doing it himself a lot. So people who do struggle with chipping, a lot of them do chip with right hand over left. So can you give us a little demonstration there and also give us some feedback about what you think?
Absolutely. Paul, if you're okay, I'm going to take it out of the first cut and not the tight fairway, if that's all right with you. All right, so, Paul, I made some practice swings. Like I said, I hit a couple pitch shots up into the rough. My problem when I chip conventional is my right hand likes to just completely break down. I hinge my right hand, and then I've built a swing that's too big, so I have to decelerate into the ball. I slide into it, and I lose my contact. On the couple swings I made cross-handed, what I feel is that my left wrist stays so tight that it doesn't really break down in the right wrist. So effectively, it keeps my backswing shorter and allows me to hit aggressively through the shot. Bear in mind, this is just the 2 shots that I've hit. So right here, a little bit touchy shot. And when I don't break my wrist so much, I feel like I've got much better interaction and much better feel of where the bottom is. All right, so right here, this is a little dicey chip, but make one more practice swing.
Be on to something here.
Paul,
we could be on to
Paul,
something here.
thank you for that last night.
like it.
Wags, we could be on to something. That was crisp. That's the 3rd time you've ever
You said
done
it
that.
this morning, Brandel. Paul McGinley may have just given me the best short game advice of my entire career last night, and after that chip shot, I'm thinking about adopting it.
See, it's worth coming into the trailer early, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You'll get the bill from Paul later.
Hey, Wags, what do you think of what Scotty did today? And looking ahead to tomorrow, how do you think it'll all shake out?
Scotty was unbelievable, Rich. I mean, over the last 3 seasons, when he makes bogeys, he bounces back at a higher clip than any player in professional golf. That's what he did today. I mean, his last bogey was on 13. What's he do? He goes eagle, birdie, par, birdie, birdie. And we've made so much about how difficult the Green Mile is, and it is. It got Pavone, it got Bryson, it got a lot of players today. But who it didn't get? Scotty Scheffler played at 2 under, and who he's playing with tomorrow, Alex Noren, also birdied 17 and 18. So the guys that played the Green Mile the best find themselves in the best position to win this PGA Championship.
All right, Wags, thank you. Good work tonight. We will see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll probably see him tonight.
Yes, yes. Perhaps we'll see you tonight.